Hey everyone! Welcome to Reimagine Tales with Zara, where we take old tales and give them a fresh, modern twist. Growing up, I loved stories like Cinderella and Little Red Riding Hood. But sometimes, I wondered, why did Cinderella have to wait for a prince to rescue her? Why couldn't she take charge of her own story? Well, today, we're going to do just that. In this podcast, we're reimagining these classic stories with strong, self-reliant characters who create their own paths. No more waiting for miracles. Our heroes are in charge of their own happily ever afters. So, settle in, because today, we're diving into our first story, Cinderella's Big City Dream. Picture this: a young woman named Cindy, living in the middle of a bustling city, dreams of making it big at her job. She works as an intern at a marketing firm, and like many of us, she has huge dreams. She wants to be more than an intern, more than just someone following orders. She wants to make a real difference. But there's a catch. You see, Cindy's boss is strict and never seems to notice her hard work. Her coworkers? Not the most supportive. And her step-siblings, who also happen to work at the same company, constantly undermine her ideas. Sound familiar? Let's jump into Cindy's story. Cindy's at her desk one morning, sipping her coffee, and her inbox pings. There it is, the announcement for the biggest presentation of the year. The CEO will attend, and it's a chance for anyone to shine and get noticed. Cindy's heart races. But then she hears the whispers from her step-siblings.
Like, Cindy could pull this off. She's only an intern.
But Cindy's not discouraged. In her heart, she knows this is her moment. All she needs is one chance, one opportunity to showcase her ideas. Enter Cindy's fairy godmanager, her mentor, Lisa. Lisa's a senior manager who believes in Cindy's potential. She sees Cindy's talent and determination and offers her a piece of advice. You have what it takes, Cindy. Just put your ideas into action. Prepare like you're already presenting to the CEO and show everyone what you can do. Cindy smiles, inspired. She realizes she doesn't need magic or miracles. She just needs to believe in herself and put in the work. For the next few days, Cindy stays late at the office working on her presentation. She reads, researches, and polishes every slide. She practices her pitch in front of Lisa, who gives her tips and cheers her on. Cindy's confidence grows. On the day of the presentation, her step-siblings smirk as she walks to the front. They're convinced she'll fail. But Cindy's presentation?
It's a hit!
She captivates everyone in the room, including the CEO. She doesn't need a prince or magic shoes. Her hard work and passion shine through. The CEO is so impressed that he offers Cindy a promotion right there on the spot. Cindy's finally achieved her dream, and she did it all on her own. And that's how Cindy created her own happily ever after. No prince, no magic wand, just a whole lot of grit and determination. Now let's pause for a moment. What can we learn from Cindy's story? Cindy's story shows us that we don't need to wait for someone to rescue us. We have the power to change our lives with the choices we make, the people we surround ourselves with, and the work we're willing to put in. All right, now let's talk about some of the language from today's story. Here are a few useful words and expressions. Intern. An intern is someone who is learning a job, usually for experience. Cindy started as an intern, learning the ropes before she made her big debut. Presentation. This is when someone explains their ideas to others, often in a professional setting. Cindy prepared a presentation to show her ideas to the CEO. Confidence. Believing in yourself, even when others don't. Cindy built her confidence and believed in her abilities. Thank you for joining me on today's episode of Reimagine Tales with Zara. I hope you enjoyed this modern twist on Cinderella's story. Remember, you don't have to wait for a miracle. Sometimes, a little bit of hard work and self-belief can create the best magic of all. If you liked today's story, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss the next episode. We have so many more classic tales with a modern twist coming your way. And I'd love to hear from you. Which fairy tale should we reimagine next? Drop your ideas in the comments. Until next time, keep dreaming big and working hard.